Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
An airline is doing something a little bit different right now. And they're changing their policies for their passengers when they get on a plane. And one airline that I'm talking about specifically is Spirit Airlines. Now, Spirit Airlines is updating their dress code policy for all of their passengers. Let's get into this, all right? Let me just share this so you guys know what the hell is going on, okay? Some of the updates give examples for already existing rules, but new restrictions on lewd tattoos and body art are a new addition. Hold on. Let's take a look at this, okay? Now, and it's Spirit and it's Spirit Airlines. So yeah. Spirit Airlines. Yeah. Spirit Airlines. Yeah. So, having an offensive tattoo or wearing see-through clothing could get you kicked off your next Spirit Airlines flight. The airline recently revised its quote-unquote contract of carriage document. Carriage. How fitting. Get it? Because, you know, some of y'all packing, and that sounded weird. That you know what I mean? Some of y'all coming out lethal. Real talk. Some of y'all got some serious carriage. No one's getting that. Moving on. So, contract of carriage document, okay, which outlines a code of conduct that passengers must follow. The latest update describes being inadequately clothed. I don't know why I can't say that word, okay? So as far as see-through clothing, not adequately covered, exposed chesticles, okay? Buttocks, and other private parts. It also flags having a tattoo that is lewd, obscene, or offensive in nature. Now, did Spirit really change their dress code? All right. The restriction on clothing has technically been in the Spirit contract of carriage for years, but lacked specific examples until now. A previous version of the document from January 2024 also prohibited passengers who were quote unquote barefoot or inadequately clothed, or whose clothing is lewd, obscene, or offensive in nature. That language in the older contract is similar to the updated guidelines, but left more room for interpretation by airline staff. The new addition about body art, which appears to mainly refer to tattoos, is written in a similar way, leaving room for interpretation. The section of tattoos does not give examples of what kind of tattoo would be considered quote unquote lewd, obscene, or offensive in nature. Customers may need to conceal tattoos or put on additional clothing in order to meet the guidelines and be allowed to be on the flight. While updates may be new, guidelines for what airline passengers can wear have been around for years and have caused numerous problems for flyers. Now, let me just say this, okay? Because, of course, they say right now, of course, there's been a lot of problems with people wearing particular clothing. You know, I don't even know if people still wear like juicy, like just all across their butt and all that stuff. I don't know if they're sitting there talking about that, okay? But I will say this. I approve this message. It's about damn time. Upgrade that ish. You want to know why? You want to know why I say that? Okay, like don't get me wrong. When you're in the privacy of your own domicile, wear what you want. Do what you want. If you in the club and they don't give a damn what you wear what you want, baby. But you on a plane. There are kids on this plane. There's family members on the plane. Not everybody needs to see the butt. Nobody needs to see it. Okay? No one needs to see all up inside of you. No one. No one cares what you're wearing on a plane, too, by the way, guys. Real talk. Why do people do this? Please explain this to me. Why is it that people will go and they walk on the plane like they're in a damn hip hop music video? Think about it for a second. You know, there used to be a time where there was a little bit of class when it came to flying on planes. Real talk, there used to be a little bit of class. Actually, even more than just a little bit of class. There was a hell of a lot of class when people used to fly back in the day. Back in my day. But back in the day. Way back in the day. And then suddenly it just, clothing got less and just the human decency just went out the window. See, I have no problem, like what S-Dubs has said, okay? I have no problem with you rocking a hoodie and some sweats and some baggy jeans or some flip-flops or some slides on a plane. Be comfortable, because it's uncomfortable being on a plane. Let's be real, okay? Especially if you're a tall guy like myself, there's no space on a damn plane for tall people. There's no place for tall people on a plane. Look at the bathrooms themselves. If you're tall, you're out here, and you're a guy, you don't get to sit down like the girls. Well, I mean, if you have to sit down, you got to sit down. But at the same time, in a plane. But sometimes, if you just want to, quick whip, take the whiz and leave, right? Make sure you wash your hands and then leave. You can't really do that in those doggone bathrooms in the plane. If you're a big guy, it's this all day long. And you're trying to get down there and unzip. The hard part's unzipping, real talk. So you're down there and you're trying to unzip and you're doing all this and everything's just contorted and twisted. And I'm not talking about the wee-wee. I'm just talking about your body. And as you're trying to do that, you're also trying as hard as you can not to pee on your doggone self. Come on now. Come on now. Then the other part, because you're over the hill, but you still got to get down the hill. And that part is putting the equipment back into its holster. And then at the same time, zipping that mug up. But you already like contorted like this. Like the damn elephant man, just contorted. Come on now. It's not fun. So please be comfortable. But why you got to have everything out for everyone to see? Little kids are going to see this stuff too. Here's the other thing too that drives me absolutely up the wall. All right. Why do people dress like they about to go on to the beach when they about to get on a mother-loving plane? Someone explain that to me. Just talk to me really quick. Talk to me. Because you see some girls walking in with like all their ass out. All of it out. And they wearing the like as if they're about to jump onto the beach in the plane. I don't see no ocean. I don't see no sand inside the mother-loving plane. So please explain that to me. Okay? Ladies, stop. Stop it. This whole thing of them upgrading the dress code is about doggone time. And in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to push this same thing in other planes. And don't act all surprised if they're sitting there going like, you walking in like you just came in from a gentleman's club. Respectfully, cover yourself. Cover yourself. Exactly. Dame, respect yourself. Dagnabbit. Respect yourself. Is that too hard to ask? Because like I said, you're not going to get discovered suddenly in the plane because you just wore something that had Versace on it or Gucci or Hermes or whatever the hell it is. That's not going to solve and change your world. It's not. And besides, any person who's trying to step to you, they're probably a creep anyway. They're probably not even worth it. They're a single serving friend. If you get what I'm saying. Just stupid. It's just so wrong. I'm sick and tired of it. Real talk. And I mean, I feel like that's the same thing when you go into Walmart. Oh my damn. And let me just say this too. I mean, that's another conversation in itself, but I'm just being real. You walk into a Walmart is a completely different situation. Holy cow. I'm just like, how aren't you cold? It's like negative 1,000 degrees outside, baby. You ain't cold. You walked in with flip-flops on and nothing else but duct tape and dental floss on. And that's okay. But you really, really needed to get your eggs and milk today. Make that make sense. So, in my personal opinion, when it comes to this dress code being upgraded and giving some updates in the dress code, thank you. Because there's the other side too. There are people that will wear some really offensive political type of stuff on as well. It might be F the police. It might be, I don't know, all lives matter or something of that sort. You know what I mean? Something that somebody finds offensive. Because let's be real, it could also be BLM. It could also be all lives matter. It could be all that stuff. All right. If you wear something that is politically charged, you can cause some issues on the doggone plane. So it's the same thing as somebody rocking a MAGA hat as the same thing as somebody wearing a BLM hat. So when I look at this, I'm like, yes, please update your dress codes. Because let's be real, everything's getting crazy on these planes. Also, let's talk about these viral videos that have been out here like a mug. Have they not been, a lot of them, or a good portion of them, been charged because of, or started because of their what that person agrees with or what that person doesn't agree with, and so on? I'm just saying, at some point, there has to be a place where people can get on a plane or get into a vehicle or a mode of transportation and get there and back in one piece, safely without having any issues with anything. Because let's be real. Now you're going to have these little kids looking at these, let's just say, scantily clad men or women on a plane when they didn't ask for that. They didn't ask for that vision burned into their oculars. Hell no. Let's be real. Same thing with the hateful tattoos, t-shirts, anything that stands for anything radical or a politically biased. It's not the place to be putting your stuff out there, literally and metaphorically speaking. So with this, I agree with it 100%. Make it an even ground, even the playing field. Make it even. And make sure the only reason why they're fighting each other in the plane is because one person had too much to drink. Not because of what they're wearing or what's tattooed on their body or the lack of clothing that they have on their body. So I'm with this 100%. They need to do this for every single damn plane. I'm just going to be real. Every single damn airline, every single damn one. Please and thank you. Moving on to the next story. I'm happy about that. I'm like, yes, because have you been on a Spirit airline flight? I haven't been on one in a really, really long time, but I've seen plenty. I've seen plenty of videos and stuff like that. And I'm telling you right now, they need to stitch that thing up. Real talk. Don't get me wrong. If you can get cheap airline tickets, by all means, I'm not here to judge. Get you some cheap airline tickets. But at the same time, though, why do we have to act cheap? Why do we? And I don't give a damn if you got your new summer body or you just got that BBL a couple months ago and now everything's popping. I don't care. Wait to show that off in the appropriate areas in which you can go and show it off at. But real talk, me and my kids, me and my family and all that stuff, we don't need to see all that. You share that with the right person. That right person is not in here, not in this plane. Real talk. I got better things to do. And maybe some of y'all agree with that as well. But moving on, we're getting into this next piece because, like I said, there's a lot that's been going on in the world. And I needed to talk to you guys about all of this. Okay. Like I said, we need to bring class back into the world again because we don't have classiness is gone. Okay. Maybe I'm just sounding like an old head. Okay. I'm in the background just listening to music. Forever and forever. Like, I'm not sitting here acting like an old head. I'm just looking at things and going, damn, where's the class? What happened to class? What happened to that swagger? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of swagger out here in these streets and it's dope. But then there's a lot of swagger that you're like, ooh, come on. Why did we downgrade? We don't need to downgrade. Let's go. Let's upgrade. Let's always level up. That's just what I think.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.